Most organizations don't get breached because they lack access controls. They get breached because they lose control of the access they have already granted. Ponemons' latest global study shows this clearly. 45% of organizations link breaches to excessive internal privileges, 34% to overprivileged third parties, and only 42% have a consistent strategy to manage privileged access. The rest are relying on fragmented policies, manual processes, and limited visibility. Users and vendors often have excessive access for too long. A compromised account doesn't just provide a foothold, it gives attackers reach, lateral movement, access to sensitive systems, and the ability to operate inside trusted workflows undetected. That's pure exposure. Reduced access isn't controlled access, and just-in-time fixes this gap by removing the assumption that access should exist at all times. Just-in-time access flips the model. No standing access, no permanent privileges. It exists only when it's needed and disappears immediately after. CISA defines it as granting privileged roles in a granular, temporary manner, while NIST frames it within Zero Trust as just enough and just-in-time access rights. That sounds simple in theory. It's not. Most organizations stopped halfway. They implemented least privilege, meaning fewer admin accounts, but left those accounts permanently elevated. That means standing privileges. CISA explicitly warns about privilege creep, the accumulation of unnecessary rights over time. And once an attacker compromises even a low-level account, lateral movement becomes the game. Phishing, credential stuffing, brute force, exploiting vulnerabilities, escalating privileges, and more. The real danger begins the moment admin access is reached, because from there, attackers can install malware, crawl active memory, disable defenses, cover their tracks. And if that access is always available, there's nothing slowing them down. Take Mark, head of sales, for example. In a traditional setup, he likely has local admin rights all the time. He can install any application anytime. Convenient, but risky. In a just-in-time model, Mark has zero standing privileges. He needs a new business app, so he requests elevation, either reviewed by IT or approved automatically based on predefined policies. Once approved, he gets temporary admin rights just long enough to complete this task. Then they are gone. Now let's introduce an attacker. If Mark's account is compromised and the attacker wants to deploy, let's say, Mimikatz in a standing privilege model, that's immediate, no friction. In a just-in-time model, everything changes. The attacker now has to work for it. First, request elevated access. Next, justify why they need it. Use a trusted device. Also, avoid triggering behavioral anomalies. Bypass application controls like blacklisting tools such as Mimikatz, and hope there are no vulnerability signals tied to the endpoint. That's more than one barrier, and attackers don't like friction, especially visible friction. Compare an admin account active 100 hours per week to one active for minutes. That's not incremental improvement, that's a drastic reduction in exposure. And it's not just a security improvement, it's becoming a compliance requirement. NIS2 calls for stricter cyber hygiene, including limiting admin access and enforcing strong authentication. It also gives teeth to enforcement. Fines can reach 10 million euros or 2% of global annual turnover. For financial organizations, DORA has applied since January 2025. Its ICT risk rules require access to, follow, need to know, need to use, and least privilege principle with strong authentication for privileged and remote access. In Europe, reducing standing privilege isn't just good architecture, it's increasingly something organizations are expected to demonstrate. Just-in-time aligns directly with this by removing standing access and enforcing control, not in theory, but in how access is granted and managed every day. The real question isn't whether you have PAM, it's whether your privileged access is still standing or only exists when needed under the right conditions, because that difference directly impacts risk, audit outcomes, and how far an attacker can go with a single compromised account. And here is where most solutions fall short. They treat just-in-time as a feature, not a system. Heimdall's privileged access management goes beyond enabling just-in-time by combining just-in-time and just-enough administration into a single enforceable model. Users get only the exact access needed for a specific task for a limited time, and it's automatically revoked once the task is complete because it's driven by a unified view across endpoint, network, vulnerability, and identity. Access decisions are contextual and risk-aware, not static. That's the shift. Access stops being assumed and becomes controlled, visible, and auditable. And that's what just-in-time is really about. Not convenience, not just compliance, making sure that even if attackers get in, they don't get far. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, share it with your connections, and of course, subscribe to Heimdall YouTube channel for more content.